Thank you so much for joining me today for this yoga for gratitude practice. Let's begin in a seated position of your choice and bring our palms together at our heart and bow our heads. Give thanks to yourself for showing up today. Give thanks to your yoga practice. And give thanks to your mat or the floor that you are practicing on. And when you are ready, let's make our way into an extended child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat and big toes to touch. Arms extended out long. Forehead resting on the mat. As we are in this pose, I want you to think of 3 to 5 things in your life that you are grateful for. Any 3 to 5 things. Just hold them in your mind. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. When you're ready, let's come up and meet in all fours. And we'll take a few rounds of cat and cow, warming up the spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. On your next inhale, let's meet in the flat back position and extend our right leg out long and extend our left arm out long. Push into your right palm and your left leg. And let's just hold this pose here, creating strength. Exhale, bring it back down. And we'll extend our left leg out, followed by our right arm, pushing into the left palm and the right leg. On your next exhale, come back down, and we'll extend the right leg out long and cross it over our left to the left side of our mat, pushing into the right hip. Let's bring it back and we'll cross our left leg over our right, pushing into the left hip. Exhale, bring it back. And from here we'll make our way into our first downward facing dog. Bend your knees as much as you need to and pedal it out. And once we have a good foundation, let's grab our left hip with our right hand and hold it there just briefly and place it back. Let's grab our right hip with our left hand and place it back. Let's do this one more time on each side. And from here, let's bring our right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring it through to your chest. Inhale, back up high. Exhale, step it forward, lowering your left knee. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Try to make sure your right knee is over top of your right ankle. Breathing into your left hip. And on your next exhale, let's paint the wall with our hands and come into a nice runner stretch. Breathing into the back of the right leg, rounding your back. On your next inhale, come forward. And let's plant our hands to the inside of your right foot and point your right toes out for a nice lizard pose. If it's in your practice, come on down to the forearms for a deeper stretch. And when you're ready, let's plant our hands and step it back into a plank, and then chaturanga into upward facing dog, and then come back to downward facing dog. And when you're ready, let's lift our left leg up high, bring it up to our chest, back up high, and then step it forward. Lower your back knee. Inhale, scoop the hands up. And just breathe here. And then on your next exhale, paint the wall with your hands and come into a runner stretch. Breathing into the back of your left leg. Rounding your spine. And then inhale, come forward and plant both palms to the inside of your left foot, pointing your left toes out for a nice lizard pose. Again, come on down to the forearms for a deeper stretch. On your next inhale, come back up, step your foot back into a plank pose, and again we'll chaturanga into upward facing dog. And on your next exhale, let's come back into an extended child's pose. If you want this time, you can bring your palms together and place them over top your head, breathing into the back of the arms. And from here, what I would like you to do is think of those 3 to 5 things that you were grateful for. And now just simply think of 3 to 5 reasons why you are grateful for those things. And from here, let's slowly bring our hands back down to the mat. Let's mindfully make our way onto our stomachs. And we'll come into a Sphinx pose, making sure shoulders are stacked over our elbows, placing our forearms out in front of us. You should be able to grab opposite elbows. This is how you make sure you are in good alignment. Breathe into the back body here. And when you're ready, let's push ourselves back up into a plank pose. And from here, we'll take Wild Thing. So step your right foot over your left and extend your right arm out long. Come back. Step your left foot over your right and extend your left arm out. Come back. Again, one more time on each side. And from here, let's make our way into another downward facing dog. Let's walk our feet to the back of our hands for a nice ragdoll fold. Bend your knees generously here. You can sway back and forth if that feels nice. Let's breathe deeply here, letting the blood flow in the opposite direction. And on your next inhale, let's slowly rise it all the way up, slowly stacking your spine, and come into a mountain pose. Take a deep breath at the top, and on your next inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale, float them back down. Inhale, bend your knees to lift all the way up. Exhale, float it back down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Inhale, bend your knees to come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, come up. Exhale, float it back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Inhale, bend your knees to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. And from here, let's take our feet as wide as the mat. Let your toes spill off. And we'll come down into a nice yogi squat. Breathe deeply here. In this pose, I want you to think about one major goal that you have. Close your eyes, and to yourself, say, I'm so happy and grateful now that you have accomplished whatever goal is in your mind. Whatever it may be, picture it already done. And be grateful for it. From here, we are going to be making our way into a crow pose. So when you're ready, let's plant our hands firmly on the ground in front of us and bring our toes together. And hug your knees close to your body into your upper arms. From here, slowly roll it forward. And if it's in your practice, lift your left leg up and then your right, and hold here. Exhale, come back down. And from here, we are going to be making our way into a toe stand. Bring your palms together at your heart. And from here, think of one person in your life that you are grateful for and send that person love. It could be a family member, a friend, a spouse, or maybe someone who just came across your path today and made you smile. And now let's make our way down onto a seated position. And from here, let's lift our arms up and do a nice gentle twist to our right, placing your left palm on your right knee, looking over your right shoulder. Exhale, come back. Inhale, lift your hands up and twist over to your left, placing your right palm on your left knee. Exhale, come back. Let's place our hands together at our heart. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Yoga for Gratitude practice. Namaste.